hooks the ball across his body. Carey getting underneath it, doesn't get a favourable bounce. Cordy taps it back for Wheeler. He gets offloaded pretty smartly by Stevens. Out to Cordy again. Scholl from right half forward flank. North Melbourne are going against the slight breeze in this last quarter, and that ball will be out of bounds in North Melbourne's right forward pocket. North Melbourne leading by 31 points, aiming for a place in the quarterfinals. Nettlebeck on the left and Harris, good deal that. Harris has 3 goals, but by and large Nettlebeck has done fairly well. Ralston and Nettlebeck again, and again the ball over the boundary line, about 3 metres closer to goal this time. 67 plays 98. Snapshot for goal by Schwass, and he has registered a minor score to make the difference 32 points. Just repeating the crowd, over 5,000, but not as many as we had last year for the clash between Sydney and Hawthorn, in which the Swans on that occasion emerged victorious. They've got their work cut out today if they're to make it 2 in a row here at the Bruce Stadium. Carey tried to drag in a one-hander. It would have been a real specky. Rock did well, made the ball his objective. Ralston farms it out, couldn't find a teammate unfortunately. Doolan went in pretty solidly, as he did late in the 3rd quarter. Carey's hand pass again, this time it's picked up by Mann. Outside 50, and the pass to Harris. He looks for a teammate down there, it's Daritsky. Now it's Ramiro. Schwass, he kicked a couple already, and that looks pretty good. That's his 3rd.
Lead the Sydney Swans 9-13, and it would take a mammoth effort now. But they're a funny side, the Swans. They can kick 4 or 5 in no time. It's Murphy to half forward. The ball hits the deck. Chance now for Lawson. Umpire's found a free kick. It'll go the way of Williams, who's played a great game again. Won't make the distance, I wouldn't think, from there. He'll look for a short one, but it's pretty crowded. As he goes to torpedo punt, he's pretty adept at that. Let's have a look at the way he holds it. Now, Kappa's leading. He really wants to pass it, Williams, but he's going to torpedo from the 50-metre line, and there it is. It's a shocker. Off the side of the boot, now to bounds on the full. But he really wanted to pass that, Williams, but there was no one leading. Martin has done a good job on Warwick Kappa. Kappa has kicked 1. Michael Gallagher, the former Carlton ruckman, has taken this mark at half back. I think they're in for a pretty good season, North Melbourne. Gallagher to centre wing. Schwass, very strong overhead for a little man. Wayne Schwass had an indifferent season last year. In and out of the side. Schwass to half forward. Carey sets himself in front. Bustling and pushing and shoving. There's Scholl dragged the ground. Leon Higgins beautifully over to Tui. Now they want a bit of a run and play here. Great pass. Oh, West has dropped the mark. Stanislaus has overrun it. West again. And Williams has gone down to lend a hand. Great play, Greg Williams. He's still going. Martin eventually dragged off the ball, grabbed by Kappa on the left foot. He straightens up and fires a goal, and Warwick Kappa has kicked it, I think. Yes.
And the second goal in the Swans' 10th, and the 17 minutes remaining in the match. Can they get a few more? Murphy out of the centre. The ball slews off the side of his boot. Martin again playing in front of Kappa in the defensive 50-metre line. That, folks, has had to kick a ball. Cordy loses it out. Ramiro. Wheeler won't catch him. Shocking kick by Ramiro. Harris dispossessed pretty quickly. Schwass again. Carey. Good long hand pass. Allison. Ramiro, he's got an attack of the fumbles. He might get a goal out of it though, just the same. And the goal umpire says all clear. A very quick reply. He's limping. So, no way, Jose.
Well, Pete, I don't want to be overcritical, but that all started, you'll see this here, Schwass getting it out to Carey is a terrific player. Look at that handball. Onto Allison, and then on to Jose Ramiro for a goal. But that all started down the other end. Warwick Kappa, look, if you're playing full forward, you must play in front. And time again, Martin has led him to the ball by 10 metres. 16-15 plays 10-13. And, well, they're just a little bit too good, North Melbourne. There's Gallagher, 2 former Carlton players against each other then. McKenzie, this is Doolan. to the half-forward line. Oh, West went back into the pack, showing a lot of courage. Good shepherding by Martin. It allowed Roberts to give it back to Martin. Centre wing is Tui, a good mark, but a push out in the meantime against McKenzie, and the free kick will go to Gallagher.
Gallagher just short of the left centre wing to take the free kick. For North's sake, let's hope he can stay injury-free for this year. And that's a good mark taken by McKenzie. Former Carlton players featuring in the action. Leon Higgins looking for Williams, who's had 24 possessions today. Ross Smith it is. Ross Smith on right centre wing, out to Carey. Oh, he's found Cordy, and Cordy can't handle it. The surprise tricked him. It's out of bounds.
Wayne Carey could be anything at centre-half forward. He's got that much agility and skill and courage. He's really got the lot. He could be a great player.
Well, that three-pronged attack is not there this afternoon because Longmire is missing. And so too is McCarthy. So they've got some strength up forward. Man, right on the boundary line. Oh, gee, is that over? Gallagher picks it up in hope. He's okay. Boundary umpire trots past. So he gets on with the job. Carey in the middle of a big pack of players. Ball beating Allison over the boundary line. And also Rouston, and it'll be thrown back into play.
I think, Pete, once again, the Swans are going to be light on for reserves. If they happen to suffer injuries to key players, they'll be in all sorts of trouble.
Kelly dragged, almost a little bit too high. Finally gets a hand pass out. Players standing around there waiting for the ball to come to them. Finally, Lawson. He's done a couple of useful things. Rouston onto Tui. Just off the edge of the square. The former Geelong player kicks well to half forward. He's got a good pair of hands, West. But as you pointed out before, Pete, we don't see enough of him. Fine kick. Just drifting away at the last minute. And one behind when they badly needed goals. He's only had a handful of kicks, but what he's done has been good. 10-14, the Sydney Swans total. They'll probably be a lot harder to beat at the SCG.
Oh, yeah, they play that ground well, and
it'll suit Kappa, won't it?
It will. And, well, it's not so important to be in front there because the ball's bombed long from the centre. But here you've got to run and move to position on these big grounds. That's Crocker. Looks set for a good year. Bernard Tui allows the ball to roll over the line. But they'll be relying on their regulars. Of course, Barry Mitchell's to come back into the side. Dennis Carroll. Make an enormous difference, those two. Crocker. To the half-forward line. This is Thripp, or is it Tui? It's Thripp. He's grabbed when he didn't have it, so it'll be a free kick to Terry Thripp. Williams is on his own. And Mark's in the centre of the ground. He's set. He looks fit too, Greg Williams. He's in for a great year. On to Leon Higgins. He's a great kick. Long kick right down. This could float through for a goal. There's, yes, beats the pack. A goal to the Swans.
Well, kick from outside 55 metres at least. 41 is McKenzie. He's kicked one goal so far out of the Swans' tally of 11. And they've got 14 minutes left in which to try to kick a few more to get themselves a bit closer or take this game out. A tall order. North Melbourne's led from the word go. Gallagher taps it not very far. Kelly eludes the tackle from Scholl. Relays it to Wheeler. Awkward kick. Beats German. Clean bowled him. Martin comes out. Here's a chance for Murphy running into an open goal. The hand pass over the top is to Stevie Wright. And Wright makes no mistake from 5 metres out. 2 in a row to Sydney. It's no goal yet. Now what's happened back there? The umpire has the book out.
I think it's a goal still, isn't it?
Well, the umpire hasn't given the all clear.
I think it is going to be a goal all the same. But I think he's
just given the all clear. Okay, we'll now put it down.
I think it's a definite report.
Yeah, well, the book was out. Sydney's 12th. We might have it on replay. If it's a report, we can't see it, of course. I didn't see what happened in the first case. So, anyway, we'll hear more about that later, whatever it was.
Well, we're back to the centre, and look, this gives the Swans a rough chance. They trail by 4 goals 1, and once they get a little run on, we've seen them time and time again come back at sides when you think they're gone. There's Gallagher getting it down the ground. The centre bounce important, but Gallagher grabs it. Quick kick to the half-forward line. Ramiro at the back. Could have been a free kick to Thripp. Still got it, Terry Thripp. On to Tui. Oh, good play. Oh, chipping in is Allison. This could be curtains for the Swans. Brett Allison stabs at goal, and a mistake has cost the Swans a goal.
To 117, again, 31 points the difference. Williams trying to crash through, not successful. Larkin just gets boot to ball. Crocker fumbles. Oh, met pretty solidly by Henwood. Right in the ear. And Daryn Crocker gets up, shaking his head, understandably. Free kick.
Is it 50 as well?
Metres.
What is that for?
Unless Henwood went over the mark, I didn't see any other infringement.
I wonder if someone mouthed off, or because he didn't seem to go over the mark, Henwood.
So Crocker with kick number 12, a chance to bring up North Melbourne's 18th goal. He's already kicked 3 so far. Correction 2. This will be his 3rd if he's accurate. I don't think so. One behind. 12.5 minutes left in this match. The winner through to the quarterfinals. Nettlebeck prepares to kick in, and he goes to the outer side. Target is Higgins. Around Scholl. Hugs the boundary line with the kick, but Starisky chips in for North Melbourne to take the easiest of marks on right centre wing.
Yes, that was a poor kick by Leon Higgins. Starisky to the half-forward line. It's thumped to ground by McKenzie. Shuffled out of the pack. Now, Wheeler couldn't get away with it. Still a chance there. Anthony Stevens, 46 for North, has got it on the left. Hooks it to half-forward. One-on-one contest. Right at the back against Swass. Oh, good play by Harris. He's got it. Handballs towards goal, and it rolls over the line for a point. So North move further in front. A little bit too good. 17-17 to 12-14. That great brigade of small men, and they've just had a little bit more dangerous players when they get up around the half-forward line. Steve Wright tapping to the line and puts it over. So it's at half-forward flank area for North Melbourne, proving they're going to be a hard nut to crack this year. Remembering John Longmire to come back from the side and John McCarthy. So plenty of firepower up forward.
Yes, some good talent there. And Keary's done fairly well this afternoon without being a star. He's competed pretty well. Allison, now was it out before he kicked it? I think it might have been. So in that case, it'll be a throw-in. Right on 50, left half-forward flank for North Melbourne. 17-17. They lead to the Sydney Swans 12-14. Gallagher and McKenzie. A bolo punch at it from the North Melbourne ruckman. German runs into an open goal. Could not possibly miss from there. That's their 18th.
It's 12-14. The Swans have stopped. And very impressive North Melbourne. Steve Wright. Oh, Steve White, this will be a free kick to Wright because he was shoved out. That was silly play by North Melbourne player. Steve Wright gladly took the kick to half forward. Over the back is Mark Roberts. Chance here for the Swans. As all they raffled it with each other and eventually lost it. Here's Henwood receiving from Murphy. Henwood to full forward Kappa. Oh, he's couldn't quite get. He just lacks that yard to. He just lacks that nippiness to get to those quick kicks and get a few easy goals for himself. Warwick.
Don't get too many easy goals on Martin. Pete.
No, he's a good player, Michael Martin. Warwick not quite as nippy as he was a couple of years ago when he did play with the Swans. He did that well.
North Melbourne player down behind the play.
Gee, not another one. Oh, there's the soccer. There's a kick from the boundary line, and it's missed. Gee, that was nearly a miraculous goal.
And he's holding his knee. That's all I can tell you. I can't see who it is. Is it Crocker? No. Or is it Starisky?
Oh, I hope it's not a knee injury.
Yeah, I think it is a knee injury, judging by where he's holding. It's his right leg.
Well, he's holding in the hands on the head. Yes, it is Starisky, the young recruit, Justin Starisky from Norwood. Oh, it doesn't look he's...
No, that's another stretcher, coach. That's 2.
Well, and of course, Anthony Dwyer was knocked out in the first half a minute of the game as well. No, he's all right.
Oh, that's good. That is good news. Because he was holding his knee there. And, of course, if he is injured, He should go off. If there's any doubt, he should go off. And he's telling the doctors and the trainers, no, I'm okay, so let's hope he's right. 10.5 minutes left in the match. 87 plays 125. North Melbourne well in command. Punched away by West. Larkin gets a tap at it. Tui hooks it back into the square, and Mann punches the ball well clear, and it'll be a boundary throw-in. Right forward pocket for the Sydney Swans, and coming onto the ground is Murray now. Henwood and Mann. Chandler's kick up towards the half-back line. Mackenzie punches the ball down towards Ramiro. Doolan nearly collars him. Attempted smother by Lawson, wasn't successful. Good spiral punt up towards the centre wing position. Swass lands heavily. Cordy, a hurried hand pass, couldn't find Higgins. Ball spills free onto the centre wing position. Picked up well by Crocker. Good tackle, Higgins. Out it comes into the arms of Rock. Marks in front of Ralston. Onto German. Plenty of room, Peter German. Rock. Oh, gets offloaded beautifully by Mackenzie with a fair bump down towards full forward. Murray punches the ball clear. Nettlebeck. Ralston tries to get it over the boundary line. It's still in play. You find it is Ralston who takes a hand pass. He's collared pretty quickly. Says play on. He has to. The ball didn't travel the required distance. And out comes Cordy. And a long clearing kick.
Yes, good play by Neil Cordy. He really has been a terrific player for the Swans since moving up there from Footscray. There's Ross Smith to Ellison. On it goes to German. Oh, this will be a goal, I think. German stabs. No, he's missed. He normally snaffles those ones, Peter German, and he's not happy with himself. He looks set for a good year. He was one who had an indifferent year last year. He spent a bit of time in the reserves.
He looks very fit, doesn't he, Peter German?
Oh, he's a good player. He is a top player. And full of class, Peter German. Nettlebeck has played well. So has Tui. And nearly run down here, too slow to get rid of it, then was held, then played for the free kick, and the umpire has eventually played in the back.
Bit of experience there.
Yeah, he made sure the umpire saw it too.
Bernard Tui, kick number 11. He kicks to centre wing. Henwood the target. He doesn't let him down. Henwood, as he picked out there, Doolan. Higgins, ball runs into Crocker. Out comes Gallagher with the ball. Matty Larkin. He doesn't usually waste a disposal. No exception. Wayne Schwass. Schwass's kick up towards half forward. There's Cordy again.
Good player, Cordy.
He came on to replace Bays, and he's done an admirable job. Really solid. Unspectacular, but solid. Mackenzie goes out wide. Williams. Higgins. And I'll tell you what, he's put in 4 quarters pretty good football. Wheeler. No, it's not Wheeler, it's Stanislaus. Out to Kelly. 20-metre hand pass to the Moose. Henwood. And a very awkward-looking punt kick. Might be out of bounds on the full, and Martin takes it anyway. And where was Capper, you're asking, Pete? Is that right?
Well, it was a poor kick by Henwood, but Martin got there to the mark, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Martin in the back pocket. Henwood, a big fly. Would you pay it? No, it hit the deck. Doolan towards half forward. The mark taken by Mann. And North, they love creating that loose man. There's Mark Roberts. German. Ramiro. Now, is the lead on? Yes, Daryn Harris led, but he ignored him and went to Rock. Now, Rock can kick straight into goal here. Bang with a banana kick, and he's missed it. So, gee, they're good when they get that loose man going. North, that little mosquito fleet, they take it right up the ground in no time.
40 points the difference now. Nettlebeck to kick in. He's favoured the outer side, and kicking with the breeze did quite well. Has it been touched yet? Stanislaus does it now to keep it in play. And it comes to Thripp. He'll have to be quick. Tui. Back to Stanislaus. Centering kick from him. Doesn't bounce too kindly for Collins. He did well to control the ball. And Oh, is that 50?
No.
Martin came in a bit late on West. Henwood hit the post. So things not going the way of the Swans this afternoon. 12-16 to 18-19 and 6.5 minutes left in this Foster's Cup match.
Well, the big boost looks pretty fit, but he should have kicked that goal. He was 30 metres out, no pressure whatsoever, and AFL footballers should kick them from there. His shoulder looks very much improved. Played some excellent games last year. That could be a free.
Yes, it is.
And it is going the way for a throw. I think he actually paid the umpire. This is Leon Higgins. A great kick. Probably try and centre this. Henwood's gone back. Kappa's made a lead, and then he tries to run round. Now he's hooked the back. Henwood at the back as the flyer. Thumped the ground. Quick hand pass ends up with Ross Smith. Smith round the boundary line. It's all Swans though, and it'll be a mark, and it's taken by McKenzie. Immediately gets on with it. This is Kelly. The short one is a good pass, and he's found Jim West. West has kicked 3. He's only had 6 kicks, 6 marks. So you can see most of his work West has done is in the marking department. He's going for his 4th. 45 metres, and let's see the kick. Goal umpire moves across, and he is missed to the left. So the game fizzing away. North Melbourne far too good. 18-19 to 12-17.
Yes, they got that break in the first quarter, led by 24 points at the first change, and it did prove pretty hard for Sydney to peg back. This is Chandler taking it from Stevens. That's not a well-directed kick. It's too wide for Scholl. And it's out of bounds. Throw-in to take place on centre wing. Gallagher palms the ball down. Almost a free kick in the back to North Melbourne. Scholl soccers the ball further forward. Ramiro hasn't got an attack of the fumbles this time. He'll have to kick it quickly. Oh, beautifully run down by Lawson. Tremendous stuff. That'll be in the coaching manual.
They love him here, don't they?
Cole Kinnear will be very happy with that. Man. And that is persistence plus. Great play. That was almost a play of the day. That. Adelson. Centering kick. Plenty of options there. Larkin, Crocker, you name them. Stevens brushes one tackle. Carey almost Learising North. Carey shoots at goal. I think he might have missed, or has he got that one? No, it's all clear.
Melbourne careering away 19-19 to 12-17, but Wayne Carey, he is going to be a great centre forward. We've got to remember he's only 19 years of age. He's got years and years. Look at this as he goes. He was beaten to it on that occasion, and that was by Mark Collins, but he's got terrific courage. He's playing the hardest position on the ground, Carey, too. Now, number 20 for North Melbourne is Peter Mann, recruited from Claremont. There's Carey again. Larkin, Ramiro, Crocker, an open goal coming up. Oh, he stabbed it. That one, he's missed it to the right.
I think he was in 2 minds there, whether to pass it or have the shot himself. And it caused him to miss. Crocker's already kicked 2. Under 4 minutes left in this match now. It will be a North Melbourne victory. 39 effective shots at goal for a tally of 134 points. Thrip amongst 2 North Melbourne players, one of whom is Crocker, who wins out, passes it straight to Nettlebeck, who marks in front of Murray, the successor to Rod Carter, perhaps. Not as tall or as solid as Carter. Well, Williams missed the mark and then got one for his corner. Henwood, very skillful. Williams again.
Oh.
Murphy gets bowled over after he kicked it. It didn't matter. Doolan's kick to half forward. North Melbourne's backing up today really has been superb. As soon as the ball hits the deck, I'd say about 7 times out of 10 they've come away with it. Scholl this time. Ramiro the target, knocked away by Ralston. Collins. Tui. And away they go again. Ralston. Kappa, what's he doing up there? The Bronx cheer for him. Obviously the crowd feeling he should have or could have done more. Chandler sees the ball over the boundary line in front of Stevie Wright. 2 3/4 minutes to go in the match. 134 to 18 in favour of North Melbourne. So the Kangaroos travelling well.
half-forward flank area for the Swans. Kappa at the back. Tap down. Now, this is Stanislaus. Oh, some good tackling on him. And the ball actually rolled over the line out of bounds. Steve Wright always seems to be...
Ooh!
Now, Steve Wright's always in a bit of a wrestle or a push at a shove. And at occasion, German just a little one to go on with. Not all that serious. I don't think there's Peter German. And, no, he's not. I'll tell you what, he ought to get to Hollywood. Stevie Wright. And there's the mark taken down there by a man who's done some nice things and immediately gets on with the game. That's good thinking, but where's he put it? Right out wide to the boundary line and over. But as he's got older, Stevie Wright, he's tried a few Academy Award performances the last couple of seasons.
So 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the game. And that's a good mark to Carey. Over it goes to Rock. Rock's kicked down towards the right half forward flank. Stanislaus, Nettlebeck comes out to meet the ball well. Allison. Target was German, couldn't find him. Stevens, Lawson, Carey. Carey finally picks it up. Good tackle, Lawson. To Romero, right on the boundary line. Looks for Schwass. Tui's in the road. It's out of bounds.
But again, that was great play by Carey. He was collared from all angles. He still got in his hand pass to his man. And, gee, if you hung around him all day, you get a million kicks.
Doing the hard things, I think you're pointing out, Pete, which often go unnoticed. Kelly. And picked up for the Swans by Collins. And the Moose takes the mark. Henwood on left centre wing for Sydney. That's a better kick. Kappa again behind his opponent. Chandler. Scholl. North Melbourne's defence has been very solid today and led more than capably by Martin. Gallagher. On to Stevens. Gallagher will get it back. He'll have to get this away a little bit quicker. Rock does take the hand pass. Larkin. North Melbourne creating the loose man. Might come unstuck. Lawson. Oh! Deserved the free kick. There's not much of him. He's fast, goes in and gets the ball, and he applies a good tackle. A minute left.
And the crowd have really taken him to their hearts. Here's Kelly. On to Cordy, who's done well since coming on. He and Carey having a great battle there. Now, at the back, Kappa. Now, what can he do here? Off the ground by Warwick Kappa, and he's put it through for a goal. Well, Warwick Kappa now has kicked for the match 3 goals. And Sydney... We'll have a look at that in replay. Sydney have moved their score under 13 goals, 17. But look at this. He'll come over the back. Kappa waits for it. Martin tries to stop him, but the kick off the ground, socket right through the middle. 3 goals to Warwick Kappa.
But Michael Martin, I think you'd agree, has had the better of that duel.
No doubt.
Kappa taking a well-earned drink. Been a warm day in Canberra. When we started the match, it was just under 30 degrees in the shade, and it hasn't really got too much cooler. 41 seconds left in the game. So North Melbourne will come away to a pretty easy win. McKenzie and Gallagher, neither can get it out of the centre. This is Doolan. On it goes to Lawson. Up to Kappa again. This time he was playing in front. German making the ball his objective. Don't know whether he's going to win out. Murphy might get a free kick there for a high tackle. He was ridden into the ground.
Oh!
Thank you very much. He wasn't acting that time.
You reckon Peter German's going to get the kick? Now, that's interesting. That was...
The emergency umpire has come out to report.
Well, the field umpire saw it as giving German the free kick. If that's the emergency umpire, Chris Mitchell reporting it. Well, is it Chris Mitchell? I'm not sure. But it's... now, that's an amazing thing. Well, actually, the free kick's not going to Peter German. It is going to Jeff Chandler. Well, they won't be too happy with that, Wayne Schimmelbusch, well, certainly.
Only a few seconds to go in the match, too, so most unfortunate. Rock trying to break clear of Rouston. Can't do so. Kelly diving on top of the ball. Tui trying to effect a hand pass. Stevens it is with the kick into the open spaces, but there's the siren. And North Melbourne running out convincing winners to advance to the quarterfinals of the Foster's Cup. The Kangaroos winning 19-20, 134, defeating the Sydney Swans 13-17-95. On behalf of Peter McKenna, Peter Vandy saying a very good afternoon to you all from the Bruce Stadium in Canberra.